New cards just dropped. Gonna go first. We're playing some Team Rocket today, and we're gonna start this Mimikyu. Our opponent's gonna mulligan a few times. It's looking like Eevee box, so it's not like they're testing. Come on, man, you gotta play the new cards. But when you go first, you get to use Team Rocket's Proton, which is exactly what we have in our hand here. Draw 3 extra cards. Ourselves Articuno. Got the Watchtower. Watchtower's gonna be huge, so hopefully they won't have a Stadium Bounce in hand, and that way they can't use Fan Rotom. So we have the Watchtower in our hand. That's awesome. We go Proton, which is a supporter, but you can use it on your turn, first turn. So let's go for 3 Tarountula. I think it's chill. I don't need a Mewtwo just yet. Go like so. Actually, I guess I could attach the Mewtwo, but I think it's fine. We'll bench Articuno as well, and we're just gonna pass. I'm gonna hold on to my Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball is gonna be able to discard that Grass Energy in a second, so we can get our Mewtwo, charge that up, and then use our Spidops to get that energy back. Here's a Nest Ball. For the Eevee EX, do they have the Stadium Bump for this Watchtower? Buddy Poffin. Well, they have the Buddy Poffin, so I guess they can just find their Hoots. They don't need the fan. Ooh, they don't read the card. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so they have the Stadium Bump. They have a Stadium Bump. Fan Call coming in. And that's the thing, it's like, people were saying, oh, our Noctowl deck's dead because of Watchtower. You play so many Area Zero. We play at least 2 that you can probably just bump it. This guy had it in hand. Pretty lucky. Attach Return onto the backup Eevee. Imagine I can gust up this Eevee and then attach a Team Rocket's energy to Mimikyu and just take it out. It'd be pretty good. Crispin coming down, getting a Lightning Energy, attached directly to Eevee, and then Water to hand. Now it's my turn. Let's first evolve into 2 of our Spidops here. And we can Ultra Ball away Proton and Energy. Grab ourselves Mewtwo. And with this Articuno, I'm pretty sure it prevents Angelite because the effects of attacks don't work. We'll go for an Ariana and draw until we have 8. It's pretty hype. We can attach our Team Rocket's energy to our Mewtwo, and then go for charging up to grab our Grass Energy from our discard. Got some Pokégears and some Transceivers for next turn. I think we're all good. We could go for the attack here because we have Energy Switch, actually. I guess we just do that. We'll go ahead on prizes. It's just a single prizer, but I think it's chill. Do that, and then just a Razor Ball 160. No need to discard anything. And we have a 280 HP basic Pokemon inactive. I guess they could Carnelian me off of 1 Noctowl and a Pokemon. I guess they could. But then I can just Mimikyu and then copy Carnelian, no? Wouldn't that be pretty hype? Umbreon, okay. So it's Eevee box with an Umbreon. Noctowl coming down. Crazy how they have that in hand. And I am Dark Weak, so Umbreon will be one-shotting me with Moon Mirage. Here's a Jewel Seeker. But luckily for me, we have the Spidops, which is Grass, to hit the Pokemon for weakness. So this like combo here of Psychic and Grass works out pretty well because we have the Pokemon that hits for weakness. Here's a Crystal. They have enough for Onyx here. Here's an Iono coming in. Unfortunately, we can't use that Transceiver to just grab anything we need. But get another Team Rocket's energy and another Mewtwo. Terra Orb coming down for Sylveon, evolving the backup Eevee into Sylveon. Here's a Moon Mirage, 320 damage because I am weak. Look at this new animation. Guys, do we like this new background here that they've done? Kinda sick. Let's go promote Mimikyu as our pivot. We can bench this Mewtwo, go for a charging up on our Spidops, attach Return as well, and then we can just retreat into our Spidops here. How much damage are we doing? 360, that's more than enough. I think we can just go for the Ariana and just draw some cards. I'm looking for a Stadium Bump, honestly. Got a Giovanni for next turn, we got an Earthen Vessel. I'm down to use Earthen Vessel. We can throw away this Pokégear here, grab ourselves 2 more Grass just to thin our deck a little bit, Ultra Ball these away, and get our last Spidops. And now we can charging up those guys as well, like so. And what this does is it lets us go for an Erasure Ball next turn, possibly, or just another Rocket Rush on the Spidops as well. So 2 more charging ups, got a lot of energy in play, and we can just one-shot this Umbreon here with a single prize inactive. Don't mind that. I do have a Mewtwo down early. I don't know if I needed to put that there, but I'll take it. Take 2 prizes here, 3 left. We are on odd prizes, but I don't really see an effective way for them to take 2-2 from now on. Get ourselves Energy Switch off the prizes, which is exactly what we need to go for an Erasure Ball on the Sylveon, if that's our choice. And Angelite does not work because we have this Articuno, which also prevents Dragapult. Incredible. Here's a Clefairy on the bench. Ultra Ball coming down. Throwing away Kirin and Flareon, probably for Noctowl. Noctowl off the Ultra Ball. Jewel Seeker coming in. Counter Catcher and Nest Ball coming in. Here's a Nest Ball for Fezandipiti. Attach Fire Energy to Fan Rotom. Here's a Counter Catcher onto my Mimikyu. Switch out of the Sylveon into Fan Rotom. And they're going to opt for the single prize knockout and the Iono in hand. I would like to find myself a Transceiver so I can get myself the Giovanni. Energy Switch coming in. Flip the script for 3. They'll bench a Hoot, bench a Latios. An Assault Landing, taking out the Mimikyu. Hand of 3, which I don't love. But what we can do is just kill it as with the Spidops as a last resort. We are on odd prizes, so I do need to kill a 1-prizer at some point. Get the Pokégear. We can shuffle this up with Buddy Poffin. We can get one more Tarountula. Do I want it? I could maybe want a Fezandipiti. We'll fail the Buddy Poffin just to shuffle up our deck. Go for a Pokégear. We find ourselves Iono or Giovanni. So Giovanni is basically just Prime Catcher, but I have no Rocket's energy for Razor Ball anymore. So I think we're gonna get the Iono ourselves. They have one Hoo-Hoo and, you know, a Fezandipiti, but I think that's fine. Let's go for an Energy Switch here. This Grass onto the Mewtwo, and then we can Iono. I would have preferred the Archer, which is what we got here. That's totally fine. We just go for this Rocket Rush 150. They have 2 prizes remaining, they have 3. They don't have an easy way to get 3. So I think we're pretty good here. All we need to do is attach a Rocket's energy onto Mewtwo and just punch the Fezandipiti, punch anything, honestly. So I feel pretty good about this. Let's see what they have. Here's a Clefairy in the active. Here's a Flip the Script. Boss coming down, promoting my other Spidops. That's totally fine because I have the Transceiver here. I do have the Transceiver in hand to grab Giovanni. But I do need a way to get like my Stadium or something just to draw some cards and get that energy for Mewtwo to attack. Buddy Poffin coming down. Eevee, another Fan Rotom. They'll attach Grass onto Fan Rotom. No way they're punching my Spidops with a Fan Rotom again. That's exactly what they're going to do. 70 damage onto my Spidops here. That's totally fine. Can I win this game here? I need Rocket's energy and another Transceiver. Alright. Let's thin our hand here. Discarding Vessel and Archer. Grab ourselves... Fezandipiti doesn't really work, but I'll just grab it. That's fine. And we'll go for the Transceiver. We can just grab a supporter. I do want to use a Giovanni, but I have no way of like getting 2 prizes here. Spidops was doing what? There's 4, 120, I think 120 damage. It's just like not enough. Let's grab ourselves Ariana. We got a squad full of Rocket's Pokemon, so Ariana will draw a lot of cards. We find the Rocket's energy. We can attach onto Mewtwo here. We can. I don't think I have the factory, but I don't want them to bounce like liabilities. So I'm just gonna hold on to that. We have an Energy Switch. Doesn't really matter too much. Honestly, I'll just pass. I'm happy just passing this up. I don't want to activate Fez. I don't want to take another single prize knockout. So we're just gonna pass. Mewtwo is ready to go. We have the Giovanni in hand to just one-shot the Clefairy. Flareon coming down. Crystal has already been spent, so no Carnelian this turn. And definitely no Carnelian onto my Mewtwo. Here's a Turo. Pick up a Noctowl. They can use Hoot once again. Jewel Seeker coming in. Here is a Jewel Seeker. Do they find another hand disruption card? Did they just run out of time? I think they did. They don't have what they need. I had a Giovanni in hand for anything, so first game down in the bag. Team Rocket, kind of sick. Also, the Umbreon to counter my Mewtwo is kind of sick too, but we have the Spidops. Doesn't really matter to us. Let's get into the next game. And with this new release of the Destined Rivals cards on PTCGL, we got so many more new rogue decks to play. So hit me in the comments with suggestions on what you want to see. We're going to be doing a big stream as well on Monday. Only Team Rocket's decks, or any decks that are improved by Team Rocket as well. So yeah, leave me your deck suggestions. They're going to give us first. We do need to go first to evolve our little guys, and we have the Buddy Poffin and the Proton. Oh, never mind, we don't have a Pokemon, so we're going to mulligan. If this is another Eevee, I want some variety, man. Draw 1 mulligan. Start the Tarountula. We get... Nope, we have the Proton. Very nice. It's going to be Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Okay, very interesting. We are hitting for weakness with our Spidops, so I feel pretty good about this. Let's go for Proton. Grab ourselves Tarountula. Mimikyu is pretty unnecessary here. So let's just grab ourselves a Mewtwo as well. Go bang, bang, and then we can Buddy Poffin for our last Tarountula. And that's really all we need. Like, this deck is mainly Spidops. We can end our turn here. Unfortunately, we don't have an energy to attach onto our Mewtwo this turn, but it is possible with attach Energy Switch. So we'll see if we can find that. Here is a Dark Energy attached to Impidimp. Spike Breath Gym coming down so they can find a Marnie's Pokemon. Another Impidimp, loading them up. Bench that. Here's an Iono. Okay, so I lose this Mewtwo, but I think that's fine because I do want to find myself some more useful cards like the Energies. And the Spidops. That's perfect. Bench a Monkey Dory. Bench 2 Monkey Dories. And here's a Filch to draw a card. So no TM Evo here. So I do have a chance. We have our Spidops. We can evolve it. I think do we get greedy and do the active? I think we do. Let's go for a Rocket's Factory to bounce. And then we can Ultra Ball away Proton and Grass Energy here. We grab ourselves another Spidops. We don't really need the Mewtwo yet, because I think Spidops can just take care of the Marnie's Grimmsnarl with the weakness. Let's go for Transceiver. Grab ourselves Ariana. And with our bench of only Rocket's Pokemon, we get to draw until 8. So we get 7 here. Unfortunately, we don't find an Earthen Vessel off this. So that's kind of crazy. Do we find Earthen Vessel off Team Rocket's factory though. Bang, we do not. That is so unfortunate. So let's just go for a charging up on the active. Luckily, we only have a single prize board, so we're not feeding them anything to KO really quickly. And we can just pass it up here. Got some Pokégears in our hand to find more draw support if necessary. But somehow I struggle to find the remaining grass energy in our deck. There's an attach on a Munkidori. I'm gonna bounce my Rocket's factory with an Artisan. Go for Artisan for a Snorunt. Okay. Snorunt does hurt all of our Pokemon here. And another Filch to draw. Okay, so I just need a grass energy to start attacking. I like the odds of that. We grab the grass energy. Let's go for an Artisan here. Grab ourselves the Articuno, which I think only really protects against the Munkidori confusion thing going against my Mewtwo. But another Rocket's Pokemon does more damage, so I think that's chill. Attach there. And I'm going to save these Pokégears, honestly. I'm going to let them have Artisan, that's cool. Save my Rocket's factory for when I want to use it. And we can just go for this 300 damage punch. And if Grimmsnarl does come into the active, we can kill it as long as we have 2 more Pokemon. So like a Mewtwo or something on the bench as well. So let's see here. They will promote their Impidimp, draw for turn. Do they have a Fezandipiti here to get some draw? Because I know their hand is pretty dead. It's a rare candy. They do find themselves Grimmsnarl. And they can Punk Up. Punk Up. They get to charge their Marnie's Pokemon. They'll put 2 onto each Impidimp and Grimmsnarl. They can Shadow Bullet, they can kill my Spidops. I just need to find myself 2 more Pokemon to one-shot this Grimmsnarl next turn. Or a Max Belt. Another Snorunt coming down. Here's a Night Stretcher. Very dark energy, attaching to the Munkidori once again. So we really have to go for this one-shot here. So Pokégear into possibly like the Proton could be good. I've already used both. Put 30 on my Tarountula there. Alright, we have the Artisan to get 1. And then hopefully we can just find ourselves something off the Iona or whatnot. Another grass energy. Go for a charging up. Attach for turn. We are currently doing 240, so we need a couple more. Go for Artisan again. Ourselves the Mimikyu. I would love to use Archer. So let's see. We can throw a Bravery Charm onto the Tarountula here to protect it. Bounce their Team Rocket. Go for Pokégear. Get ourselves Archer. It's not bad. Oh, we can also just Night Stretch for the other guy. So really not a big deal, actually. So we just Night Stretch for the Tarountula. Let's keep ourselves in a single prize board state. Like so. 360 now with the weakness. And Archer is going to just destroy their hand. So we go Archer. Grab ourselves Ultra Balls. Buddy Poff and Earthen Vessel is pretty good. Rocket's Factory, let's just draw 2 more. And let's just go get some more energies into our discard. Why not? So last grass here. And we can Ultra Ball away Clefairy and Energy. Grab ourselves our Spidops. Evolve into this one because the other one has a charm on it just to stay alive. We can go for a charging up on it. And then bang! 360 damage on this little spider guy to kill their Grimmsnarl. And I'm loving it. A lot of dark Pokemon today on the ladder. Take 2. Get ourselves Earthen Vessel and Pokégear. Impidimp coming into the active. Do they have another rare candy here? I have no 2 prizes, so they just have to kill my little guys. And I Bravery Charmed one of the spiders, so it doesn't give them a second prize. Here's another. Okay, they find Iono here. I disrupt them, they disrupt me. It's fine by me, I guess. Gonna get ourselves Rocket's Energy, E-Swish, and our own Iono. If they evolve into Marnie's Grimmsnarl, all I gotta do is just find another Pokemon again. Here's a retreat into the Snorunt. They can't find rare candy Grimmsnarl. And no Frostlosses either. They do have 1 actually, so it's gonna tick onto my Articuno, Spidops, and other Spidops. Here is an Ultra Ball. Go for a charging up here. I won't be Ultra Balling, I think that's totally fine. E-Switch, not really necessary either. And the Rocket's Energy, they don't have a Terra Pokemon, so I don't really need to use that either. So we're just gonna hold on to all of this. Go for the Rocket Rush, 180. Knocking out the Snorunt. 2 prizes left. All we gotta do is swing into the Grimmsnarl 1 more time with our backup Spidops, and we'll be chilling. Here's the Maximum Belt. Off the prizes. Impidimp coming in. Frostlass ticking again. Can we win this game before we die to Frostlass? Here's an Arvin, so no Iono. So without Iono, I think that's gonna be game. Rare Candy and Team Evo coming off the Arvin. Rare Candy into Grimmsnarl. They can Punk Up, but they already have the energy, so it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, Punk Up for nothing. And it just, I'm doing full, there's no Mewtwo to be seen in this game. Here's an Adrena Brain. They can go for a double knockout here. To put 20 onto my backup Spidops. Another Adrena Brain. Luckily, it does not get to 100. Does it kill my Spidops though, actually? Hold on. Because of Frostlass ticking as well. So they'll put 30, it'll bring it to 90, and then Frostlass ticks it by 1. So luckily, it does not die. Here's a Shadow Bullet. 180 to knock out the Spidops, put another 30 on the bench. And that's going to be game, guys. We just promote this, attach Maximum Belt, and we're going to call it a day. Go for our Spidops. Freezing Shroud comes in. And pass it up. Or it's going to be my turn. Another energy switch. There's a concede. Very simple. Very simple matchup against the Grimmsnarl. Love that. Let's get into the third game here. I'm really curious to see how the meta shakes up with the release of these new cards. Rockets is fun, but I don't know if it's going to be a top performer in NAIC, for example. It does have a decent matchup in the Dragapult because it has Articuno and it has a Clefairy, but it seems to be just like a slightly different Raging Ball and maybe a little less consistent. So we'll see. We'll see about that. Let me know what you guys think. We're going to mulligan again. They're going to mulligan as well. It's going to be another Eevee sleeve, but this time it's Umbreon. These guys are loving the Eevee stuff. Alright, take a mulligan. It's going to be against Ethan's deck. Oh, very cool. Unfortunately, we are fire weak, so we're going to have to attack with the Mewtwo, I think. They're going to mulligan another 2 more times. We're playing Secret Box. And we have the Transceiver, so we can just find the Proton. Iono and Bravery Charm coming off, the mulligans. It's going to be my turn. Let's go for the Transceiver, grab ourselves a Proton, and we can go bang, 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 like so. Attach there, move that. And I think I just want to attach onto my Mewtwo here. I think that's fine. And we can pass it up. Energy Switch, Ultra Ball. I could have Ultra Balled away the energy so we can activate the Charge Up ability. But I think I just want to get a Razor Ball moving as fast as possible here. Oh, they were playing Pidgeot with this. So that will be my target. Here's an Arven. Because we are hitting a maximum of 280 without the max belt with that Mewtwo. Here's a TM Evo coming in. The fact that our basic EX is the same amount of HP as a stage 2 EX is diabolical. Like, it's genuinely like what were they thinking? Why were we making it this big? But TM Evo is coming in, probably finding their Pidgeotto and their Cyndaquil. Oh, what's the second one? Quilava. Here's evolution for the bird, and I'm assuming it's like the porcupine. What is Cyndaquil supposed to be? It's a fire, it's a mouse, and this one is a volcano. Okay, very cool. We can evolve into our Spidops here. We can go for a Bravery Charm and then Ultra Ball away this energy and the E-Switch to grab ourselves another Spidops. Put that there. And then we can go for this Ariana because our bench is only Team Rocket. We do find ourselves Rocket's energy as well as a rescue board. We can go for a charge up like so. Bang. Have another Tarountula there. We can retreat into our Mewtwo and just go for this Erasure Ball. We don't need to discard any energies. So 160 is more than enough to kill this little guy, little mouse apparently. What's the quill come from then? Is it not like a quill, like a feather quill? I don't know. Night Stretcher coming in off the prizes. It is our one method of recovery this game in this deck. Bonded by the Journey. You may search your deck for an Ethan's Adventure card. Put in your hand. Had no idea that was a thing. Okay, Artisan coming in. And Typhlosion does damage based on how many like Ethan's things are in the discard, right? So let's see how much damage it can actually do. Typhlosion coming in. What a cool artwork. That was my starter in Heart Gold. So, and I was playing as Ethan. So 60 more damage for each Ethan's adventure card. So they can discard 4. So that would be, what, 240, 280? That's enough to kill a Mewtwo if they get all 4. Discard Ethan's Adventure and Pidgey. This is giving Kofu. There's a Pidgeot. Okay, so we can kill that Pidgeot next. Or the Typhlosion. There's a quick search. Now, Typhlosion is a stage 2, so it typically does require a little bit. Like, you need Rare Candy, Typhlosion, Fire Energy. Oh, they're gonna quick search my Iono. So I lose this hand. I think that's fine, because I don't think they can one-shot me. Here's a max belt that I cannot attach to my Mewtwo. And we have the Giovanni, so we do have access to Gust, kill that Pidgeot, and then just worry about the Typhlosions later. That's amazing. Here's a Buddy Blast for 100. So they need 2 more of those. They can use another Ethan's Adventure or something next turn. Let's go for an attach onto this. And then we can Giovanni up our rescue boarded Tarountula, their Pidgeot, and then we can retreat into this. And we can do it with the 280. So there we go, guys. Very, very simple. We can go for an Artisan to shuffle our deck up a little bit. Do we want the Articuno? I think we're fine. Let's just not go for Articuno. And we can just do this. 280, discarding the 2 grass energy on our guys here. Bang, bang. 280 exactly for this Pidgeot. And that's a big target to take down. Yes, the Typhlosion could probably one-shot us here, but we can just Ultra Ball for another Mewtwo. Ideally find what we need. There's a Fezandipiti coming down. There's a Super Rod as well. Unfortunately, there isn't like a very easy way to grab the Team Rocket's energy, but we deal. We deal. There's a Flip the Script. Artisan coming in for another Pidgey. What's the supporter here? Do we have another Ethan? We do have another Ethan. So we can find ourselves basic fire and some Quilavas, I'm assuming. Quilava and Typhlosion. So they'll have back-to-back attacks for sure. Quilava coming in. Bonded by the Journey. Find another Ethan's Adventure. Do we have Ultra Ball to discard this? Attach return on the Quilava. Suddenly, Ethan's Typhlosion is doing a ton of damage. I might need to attack with the Spidops, is what I'm seeing. Buddy Blast 160. Still not enough, so our Mewtwo still remains. We got a Vessel here. Let's go for a charging up, like so. Go for another charging up and do that. I do want to prepare another Mewtwo just in case, but I'm pretty sure I can just attack with the Spidops as well. So I'm not exactly too pressed. Let's go for an Ultra Ball on this and the Vessel. Grab ourselves another Mewtwo. And that way with a bench of 5 Rockets Pokemon, we should be able to knock it out with Rocket Rush next turn because that's what? 6 times 3 is 180. That's like enough. So yeah, we can just go for a Razor Ball once again. Oh, let's go for a Transceiver. Let's go grab ourselves this Archer guy. I want to send their hand down a little bit. They have everything they need right now, so let's go. Oop, did I use a supporter? Oh, they did knock me out. For some reason, I thought I was knocked out. That's fine then. All right, Erasure Ball. Let's take out this Typhlosion here. All you need to do is discard 1. 220. Taking out this thick, chunky single prizer. Go down to 2. So all we gotta do next turn is gust up that Fezandipiti, and we're chilling. Lava coming up. They have the Typhlosion in hand. They probably have the supporter they need as well. They'll find the last Ethan's Adventure. They're gonna flip the script to 14. Okay, so no Iono it seems, because I feel like if they were to Iono, they would probably flip the script after. Here's Artisan for Victini, so now they can do a little bit more damage, even though they're definitely killing me already. Ultra Ball coming in, discarding both Ethan's Adventure, yes, of course. For another Quilava, Rare Candy into the Pidgeot. So now they can find their Iono. Okay, so Iono to 2 would hurt pretty bad, but I do not have the Giovanni in hand, so I'm okay. I'm gonna pray that I just find it. Quick search. Let me have it. Iono to 2. I feel it coming. Oh, it's an Arven. Okay, sure. Ultra Ball off the Arven. Redeemable ticket. Something is in the prizes that they need. I'm assuming it's going to be that Iono, but hopefully we just close out this game here. We've only used 1 Giovanni. They're going to throw out a boss with Ultra Ball. Find another Cyndaquil. Bench that. And then Buddy Blast coming in. Taking out my Mewtwo finally. Alright. Single prize Menace over here. We can promote this rescue boarded little spider guy. We got the Team Rocket's Factory. It's pretty good. Bounce that. Let's go for the Pokégear now. We need this Giovanni. We get nothing off the Pokégear, unfortunately. Let's go for charging up. I think it might be valid to play like some sort of gust besides the Giovanni then, like maybe Pokemon Catcher or something. Let's go for Maximum Belt on our Mewtwo. And then we can Archer. Send their hand to 3. We get 5. Evolve into 1 more Spidops. We have the Transceiver now, so next turn is definitely a victory. Go for the Team Rocket's Factory. And I say we just take out this Typhlosion here with our Spidops. We need 1 more Rockets Pokemon, actually, because I did not count. I should have Artisan for that Mimikyu or something. Unlucky. So let's just go for Rocket Rush for 150, I guess. I don't know. Not really a big deal at this point. We're going to lose the Spidops, but we have the charging up, we have the Max Belt, we have the Giovanni, so we're chilling. Here is Attach onto Cyndaquil, Quilava getting an energy. We have a quick search. They could boss. They could boss. They do have all 4 Ethan's Adventure inside. So that's 280 from the Buddy Blast. Quick search. Counter Catcher onto my Mewtwo. There it is. Buddy Blast for 290. Unfortunate. So they do find it. And that's what I get for not finding another Pokemon to kill this Typhlosion. Tarountula into the active. Alright. What do we do here? I guess we just need to play the single prize game now because we don't have the one-shot opportunity. So let's not bench the Fezandipiti. That's unnecessary. We use Buddy Poffin for Mimikyu. Go for a Transceiver. Grab ourselves the Archer once again. Get ourselves a new hand here. I do want to be able to knock out a Quilava or something at the end. So we got ourselves the Giovanni. That's cool. Let's retreat into Spidops. Go for Rocket's Factory. Sure, let's just attach onto our Spidops again. And then Rocket Rush. Taking out the Typhlosion. They have another one, but I have a single prize board, so all I gotta do is take out 1 more at the end. Take a prize card for an Ultra Ball. And maybe I could have used the Ultra Ball and the Buddy Poffin just to thin out my deck just slightly, but I think it's okay. Flip the script, coming in. Again, why are they flipping the script before I own them? I'm assuming it's coming in. Here's Ultra Secret Box. Throwing away 3 cards. Ooh, Shaman. Shaman is so good for single prize decks now. Definitely gonna put that in Lycanroc. I'm assuming we're gonna find the Iono. How many have we used so far? We've used 1. So I feel like I have at least 1 more. Otherwise, I win with this Giovanni. We're gonna find Iono. There it is. And Artisan. It's a quick search for something as well. Okay, so they're quick searching before Iono once again. There's another Typhlosion. Okay, I'm assuming they quick search for that Typhlosion there. Bounce the Rocket's Factory. Here's an Artisan. Artisan will let me get my Articuno, just so I can max out my damage as much as I can, but I need to be able to find my Giovanni next turn. Here's an attach onto Pidgeot, and there's Iono. Okay, come on. This is a huge top deck here. Huge top deck. Bang, Rocket's Factory. Not what I need. Buddy Blast, knocking out the Spider. Alright, I need to find a Gust onto that Victini because I don't think I can do enough damage here. Promote that. Come on, top deck. Give me something good. Bang. Rocket's Energy. Oh, brother. Okay, let's go for Artisan. Versus Articuno. How much am I doing with this? 150, it is not enough, chat. Unfortunately, we do lose Ethan's Typhlosion because they were able to knock out my Mewtwo on the bench there. Yeah, it's just like slightly too little damage, and Iono hurts a lot because our only draw is like very supporter based. And if I bench that Fezandipiti, they just go for boss, so I couldn't bench the Fezandipiti. Unfortunate. So I mean, hey, this is it's a cool look into Typhlosion as well. Pretty strong single prize deck, but unfortunately we do lose because Iono hurts way too much. Buddy Blast coming in, and they're gonna win. They're gonna come back here. Unlucky. That Pidgeot coming in clutch. Let's go for one more game. That's a cool look into this other new deck as well. We can definitely try that out. We're gonna be able to go first for our last game here as well. Let's just hope our luck is a little better. We're gonna mulligan again. It's gonna be mulligans for days, this video. I think it may be decent to have like one more Rockets Pokemon just to fill the bench. So you can play the Sneasler, you can play the other thing, I forget. No Proton here, unfortunately, but we do have the Tarountulas in hand, so I think it's fine. It's gonna be Wiglet. Oh, brother. They just got us playing anything now. Let's attach return on Tarountula here, and then we just pass. Have the Spidops, we have Ariana next turn. We gotta kill these Wiglets fast. And let's just keep our bench really tight, so they can't just like gust up our non-attackers. We just get enough Spidops we can to one-shot the Wugtrios, and then I think we do it like that. Buddy Poffin coming in. Joltik. The effects that FTW has on the freaking ladder, man. It's actually crazy. He should be proud of himself. This is ladder manipulation at its finest. Wiglet coming back. We're gonna be Jolting charging onto that thing. Jolting charge. Can we kill 6 Wugtrios faster than they can mill? We'll find out. There's gonna be 3 onto that Wiglet. Have the Rockets Factory. We have the Spidops. Let's go for the Ariana. We do not have our Earthen Vessels. Come on, Grass Energy. No, that is not an Earthen Vessel that I'm seeing. And that's so many cards in my hand. It's not really helpful. All right, let's end our turn. Not even a knockout on the Joltik, so we don't activate Counter Catcher just yet, but don't love that. There's a Wugtrio coming in. They can just start undersea tunneling me. Runaway draw as well. Bouncing my Rockets Factory for my neutral. Okay, it's fine. We don't need Mewtwo here. And we have more stadiums, so it's not that big. Okay, Iono is nice. Iono is nice because Zerosik can hurt less. I don't know if they play this. I didn't watch a video. I just saw the thumbnail. I'm like, okay, I understand what it does. Runaway draw coming in. Reversal onto Wiglet as well. So these Wugtrios really be lined up. Joltik retreat into the Wugtrio. Undersea tunnel coming in. Come on. I have the Grass Energy now, so I can attack. Heads, tails, heads. Okay, we lose 6 cards. Wonderful. Throw that there. We can just attach here, and we're doing enough. We're doing exactly 90. So I'm gonna just leave everything as is. We're gonna keep as many cards as we can. We have 1 Iono to save our hand. Kill this Wugtrio. They got 1 more. 1 more in a reversal. First prize. Can our Spidops hold on? This is all we need. This is the only board state we need, because they can't take a KO. Joltik coming into active. Please Jolting charge again. Give me another chance. Wugtrio coming down. Never mind. Do they have the retreat here? Yep, rescue board on his Joltik. And here's a Jock to find another Wugtrio or 2. Just 1. They will evolve it? Question mark? Evolved? Okay. This video has really devolved. We started against some pretty meta stage 2 decks. I mean, 2 prize decks, and then we got a Typhlosion, then we got Wugtrio. Here's Undersea Tunnel. And what's cool about Rocket's deck is it has that single prize option, right? You're gonna hit another 2 heads. It's better than 3. I'm hoping they hit a 0 at some point. Lose another 6 cards. Got a Rocket's Energy. We're not going to use anything. Literally nothing. Rocket Rush for 90. There we go. Yeah, grass single prizers are really good right now because it just one-shots Charizard and one-shots Grimmsnarl, Zoroark, all that. Another Joltik inactive. Come on now. Let's keep it running. Another Counter Catcher. Okay. Luckily I have this rescue board in my hand. There's a pass. Not even a Jolting charge here. So we will just grab ourselves a Giovanni like this off the Transceiver. We're going to save this rescue board. Just have it as an option. Promote Spidops. Grab the Wugtrio. It's just Prime Catcher as a supporter. That's like insane. Guzma is back. Guzma is literally back. Rocket Rush. Taking out the 1 Wugtrio. Come on now. The game is over. No backup Wiglets. Life is good. Maximum Belt we do not need. Joltik inactive. What we got here? And there's a concede. Yeah, this is why I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Here is Team Rocket's Mewtwo. Really fun deck. And Spidops is actually sick, as you can see. Kind of carried us this entire video. Honestly, I should have used it more in the Typhlosion matchup. It's what's in the past is in the past. I'll see you guys in the next one, hopefully tomorrow or Saturday.